High Court directs Manipur Chief Secretary to submit report within 1 week as to what action has been taken for providing immediate relief to injured students and others during recent security crackdown. Chief Minister Nongthombam Birren launches rejuvenation of Lamphel water body and integrated sewage system for City of Imphal Phase 2 projects. Chief Minister Nongthombam Birren inaugurates first in Northeast Institute of Driving Training and Research Center at Top Dushara in Imphal district. Meitei Christians claim Kuki Christians vandalized 259 Meitei churches and around 200 houses of Meitei Christians in prevailing violence which erupted on 3rd of May. Universal Mothers Organization UMO demands both ruling and opposition parties in Manipur to unite within 10 days to restore peace and normalcy in Manipur at the earliest. And an ongoing 19 Hangzhou Asian Games 2023 men's hockey, India clinched gold after defeating Japan 5-1 in final match. Hello and welcome to Impact News. So watching Primetime English Bulletin, I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Now the news in details. High Court of Manipur directs Manipur Chief Secretary to submit a report within 1 week as to what action has been taken for providing immediate relief in the case of injured students and others during security crackdown in recent agitation seeking justice for 2 deceased students. 2-member High Court bench of Justice A. Bimal Singh and Justice A. Guneshwar Sharma issued the direction today in response to a PIL filed by former Judge A. Nutaneshwari. Respondents in the PIL, namely the Government of India, Home Affairs, Manipur Government, Manipur Security Advisor, DGP Manipur, SP Imphal West, were presented by their respective consuls during the hearing, but none represented the 16th Jat Regiment. Hence, the court ordered to take step within a week and the petitioner is to file an affidavit showing proof of service of such notice. In the meantime, the High Court bench directed the Chief Secretary to submit the report on relief measures taken. Next hearing on the PIL is scheduled on October 19. Chief Minister Nongthombam Birren launched rejuvenation of Lamphel water body of elevated urban flooding, providing sustainable water source for Imphal city and promoting eco-tourism, and integrated sewage system for City of Imphal Phase 2 at Lamphel today. Rejuvenation of Lamphel water body is under Water Resources Department. Speaking on the occasion, Nongthombam Birren said that the project is a long-due dream of all people of the state. He said the project will be taken under the New Development Bank at a project cost of around 650 crore rupees with project duration of 4 years. Nongthombam Birren added that heavy machineries required has reached the site. Water Resources Minister Awangbong Nyomai was among those present on the occasion. The Chief Minister also appeals to everyone, especially people in the surrounding area, to cooperate and support the project and help the government in restoring Lamphel to its past glory. He disclosed that already 443 acres of land have been acquired and the government is trying to acquire some more from the RINs.
Lamphel party combire natro isai combire sasun achana torkana masigi lake amagi not only beautification water body samdana tana koi Imphal manung gi de thang no gi sing wali bo tawri kholi mayam sigi madugi water supply scheme tawnu na gi koi the proposal madugi already koi department sing expansion khana bole 10 kilometers salam bodo 20-30 kilometers sapata amdi mang ki thaw mari sigi backup tawnu na ba speed back to pick up to botai on hanagi Manipur ko mayam chang nang tang
While the integrated sewage system for City of Imphal Phase 2 is under Public Health Engineering Department (PHED). Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister Nongthombam Birane said that the state stressed the need to take developmental project as the state is slowly returning to normalcy. Nongthombam Birane said that project cost of the integrated sewage system for City of Imphal Phase 2 project is around 1,255 crore rupees and is targeted to be completed in 3 years. Under Phase 2, the project will be expanded to more localities and will also include construction of pump houses and laying of pipelines, among others. Foundation stones for both projects were laid by Union Home Minister Amit Saha via video conferencing in January last year. Responding to media queries, Chief Minister Nongthombam Birane said resettlement of internally displaced people at Phagakchau Ikai and other places shows return of normalcy.
Solution Sakarna issue Kambira nation issue is a state issue class ethnic class nate levaki pony have a podama. I'm clearly Tangrabina. If I never Sakar support of state government support of Kanda, I could get there to dig it of the other Tabuxing school kaba, college kaba, office kaba, Lousing Uber, Magisako Torangi, development Sakari, we have a project with the support of the masses, how many have built on it.
Chief Minister Nongthombam Birane also inaugurated the Institute of Driving, Training and Research Center at Top Dusara in Imphal today, which is the first of its kind in the northeast of India. Speaking on the occasion, the Chief Minister said the State Transport Department under the aegis of Union Ministry of Road Transport and Highways opened the center with the aim to reduce road accident-related casualties. He said the government may come up with rules to prevent people from purchasing and driving vehicles without the approval of the newly opened center. Nongthombam Birane said the newly opened center will provide enhanced facilities to learn to drive than currently being provided by private driving schools. The Chief Minister also stressed the need to construct a new town considering that Imphal city has become highly congested. He disclosed that the government has planned to build a new town at Nongmaijing Chingkong Top Dushara area in Imphal district.
Sigi the yawo introduce the Sigi facility mayam si am atang boy. Tatagi, a chobagi, garigi, macha, garigi, engine mount, killaga, Madugi model, Tamakanda, Gari, Aratabakanda, Kramai, with the gay have Otak and Heavy Old. Me have a life of my some precious over. The quiet again, no item was young to be sing, Soroka, the accident that I'm shocked over that. Howjiki Sigi Research Center, the training, driving training, is Avanina Koi, Manipur, accident is Angsi, Hunteragani happy with Hazabuduma on the lady, Gari and over labor Matamda. License we matamda sigi institution sigi certificate yaudragadi sida thamagi training si loirabani natraga adu tawrabani haibagi madugi certification du yaudragadi khoi license issue tawdaba aduga gari leibada bawda yaba pidana bage pe madugi system transport ki rule da khoi hapa ane madu.
Speaking on the occasion, Transport Minister Kashim Vashum appealed for public cooperation in curbing road accidents. He pointed out that underage driving and driving without proper training and with a fake driving license increase risks of road accidents. Minister Kashim Vashum appealed to the public to abide by traffic rules, including the wearing of helmets and seat belts. Rajya Sabha MP Lesemba Sana Jauba, ministers, MLAs and relevant officials were present on the occasion.
Akhoi Manipur da akhoi na ngang oring da tari thauba ha si ablu na lor me second driver de handyman dawro ga driver si hujikan di kari si kilometer ma hek thawa a driver ni ha na ilai na driving license nakli ra singbra pai ga kari pang thau thau da akhoi Manipur da wa hali kari si su machak amani angang sing na kari si jehi yaud na kari sinda ba ha si akhoi Manipur da si ma su ai uba khone mi na khan di transport department yam pik na lo hai ai ki tamak yam joy maram di yum khuding da imong khuting da kari lei de ba hujik te manur leje aduna kari si akhoi top priority oina mayam na sum si khanbiraga egi department da su kha corporation biro akhoi gi kriguma aran ba akhoi na thongba ngamda ba khra le su tungman no khoi na session biraga no ye always feedback su ready ni adubo akhoi manipur si da akhoi praja na su phapta ba amadi targa le.
Chief Minister Nongthoman Birend inspected the drop box for snatched weapons which is kept in front of the residence of Consumer Affairs Food Minister Leishangthem Shushindro in Kurai Sajur Laikai, Imphal East today. Imphal East police picked up all the snatched weapons surrendered by civilians and left in the drop box. It is worth mentioning that the government had earlier directed to surrender all arms and ammunition snatched away from various police stations by civilians to protect their villages in the state's periphery on the backdrop of Manipur violence. Subsequently, Minister Sushindro has kept the drop box written as "Please drop your snatched weapons here. Feel free to do so at his residence." The minister said more than 150 surrendered weapons have been collected from the drop box so far. He added that the key of the drop box is with Imphal East police officer in charge.
Honorable Minister, masi box kya yaw mun ti yeng se na tamaina yeng ba se khara yawram bu ri masi yamna laiba phabani aduna akhoi sumba season adaba dagi weapons sing smile low using stage adum anytime dog box da thada bi matam da mayam hun topom khangda na tragana thamam khangda na laiba sing dumasu thada bi ona ismain sum tamaina media ai khathanda ai thamjari ado maruina khoi hojise yamna peacefully Manipur da khoi valley gi parts da khoi dum phajana lai ado yamna laibak thiribudi khoi hanadi jo hona khange khoi kaino si tawreiba kangu si khoi valley gi kangu nate mathakta leiba kangu na makhara kapthrak panga tane aduna mathakta leiba kangu sing si masina kapu kapaktra de dum khoi gi makhada lei je dum irang se dum phagadra na ai khalli aduna mathakta leiba kangu sing steisa appeal to honingi appeal tawjari aina su mayam puna su appeal to honi kapthar kanu na.
Meitei Christians alleged that Kuki Christians had vandalized, torched and looted several Meitei churches in the prevailing ethnic clash which broke out on 3rd of May at Churachandpur. They claimed that around 259 Meitei churches in Manipur were vandalized. He added that about 70 to 80 Kuki churches were also destroyed in Imphal alone. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club in Imphal today, a pastor said that as per a report, Kukis looted 3 Meitei churches and destroyed 1 church in Churachandpur. The pastor continued that 1 church in Kangpokpi, 3 in Imphal East and 2 churches in Sero and Chairen were also vandalized. He said around 200 houses of Meitei Christians were set ablaze by Kuki miscreants in the violence, out of which 172 houses were torched in Churachandpur alone, 9 in More, 15 in Laikong, 5 in Yengkumang and 10 houses in Kangpokpi.
Begi tang ahum asigi nungdang asadida irang asetu haibeki pausi ta mamaranga aigi church members singa loina na aigi church manungda prathna tawlagan lei pung taraga makhai aduaida iko hariba thamnaba kuladuda mai thaba adagi langba kope makol se tarakre adagi matamaduda miyoi ani ahum la iharaga mafam masida leirano mafam sidagi thokro shape oiba mafam da haiduna hairako degidi aigi members singa loina na iha tholakre thola aba matunda thangnaba particular tribe amagi kullama ta sangaga makoi gi pastor gi mayumduda aikoi numidang dugi changjaraga leikre adugi matunda aigi church quarter leiriba pochai kuting mag loina lokthok bikhraga thaba yabra thugai ba yabra chit nana manghan bikhraga hojik mafam ado team thu aga hana church leirmi habigi evidence leitre.
Universal Mothers Organization UMO demands both ruling and opposition parties in Manipur to unite by keeping aside political differences within 10 days and strive together to restore peace and normalcy in Manipur at the earliest. UMO President Morang Them Sorojini made the appeal during a meeting for women folk to discuss how to bring solution into Manipur unrest held at Pukhao Halup today. Sorojini stressed the need for holding political dialogue to end the prevailing crisis. She maintained that the ruling government must adopt same administration in both hills and valley and that there should not be separate administration at any cost. Similar meeting under the banner of UMO were also held at Pukhao Naharup Makha Laikai and Pukhao Naharup Awang Laikai.
Ako'y labor luling oisino opposition oisino nakoi na ngasi phawda tawrakiba phattaba naran mayam do khoi praja miyam loina khangi afaba chu tawkiba chu khangi phattaba tawkiba chu khangi aduna nakoi hauji kunna dana laungna bagi matam natte nakoi loina mak punchilaga manipuri lura abatanja sida achumba pide ma lobiu haidana khoi nemi tarani matam bijari Karigumba adro punchin bang ngamakta bataraga di opposition da laiba amadi luling da laiba punama pada miyam na chapchana lamtheng na bang sem chaba loire.
Impact News sources said an unidentified gunman fired several rounds of bullets at the Kojuman Tabi area of Kumbi constituency last evening at around 9. No casualties were reported in the incidents. Joint Action Committee of Viral Video 4th May 2023 Thoubal District urges Manipur government, centre and relevant authorities not to transfer the case to Guwahati court. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club in Imphal today, JAC convener W. Tanuja said the May 4 incident occurred due to public anguished over arson and violent incidents upon the Meitei people in Churachandpur. She claimed that the two women who were involved in the incident were armed. Tanuja asked why only 8 individuals were charged under various acts in connection with the case when the crime was committed by a mob. She demanded release of all the arrested persons.
Tasengna akoi iram dam gi damakta chongthoreba ibu ipa singsina makoina toriba thabak se mayam gi makoi sibu maranai ta handiganu kaigum maranai ta hanadi akoi land changiba akoi icha inaw singti maran loina taba oiradi akoi kamaina imalai bak se kangani aduna praja mayam da jo akoi hajeningi makoi singsibu support tobiu mayam gi sahajak piu athuba matamda makoi sibu tek ta kaidana kemte condition amata yaudana thadok biru.
Kurai Apunba Mairalup today decided to call off the 7th-day Manipur Bandh, which began on September 3 after reaching an understanding with Chief Minister, Council of Ministers and MP Lesemba Sanajauba. Speaking to media at the residence of General Secretary of the group at Kurai Tinsid Road, President Eld Kananbala urged people to consult Kurai Apunba Mairalup before holding any mass movement. She maintained that Kurai Apunba Mairalup decided not to support the movement initiated by Kurai Pana Naha, which reportedly come into existence on September 30, as Yaskul, Wangkai and Kurai Pana had no information about youths of Kurai Pana. The Bandh was called against the incident of humiliation of senior members of Kurai Apunba Maira Paibi Lupt by Kurai Pana Naha. She urged people to not repeat the incident of throwing smoke bomb at her residence in Kurai Chingangbam Laikai on 4th of October.
Aigi yumda aikogi smoke bomb ama langzalamba karigidamata langsanbiribano chingraba lamnong bazar gi kumkhraba yumduda aikoi sigumba langzalakpase matungda mohna tawbidanabasu onarban semgi mafamda thamjarami onarban semna hairiba mioi singdo aikoi kaukhala kanda makoiga gyan taminarage haina aikoida thajaba pibirakiba aduga ining thau laisembanasu hairiba panasigi matangdadi table da makoiga gyan taminarage hayrakpadagi thajaba pirakpadagi Manipur praja mayam amadi kathen phambi ma event singna bandawigano haina aikoida thajaba pibirakpadagi aikoi ngasidagi banse handokchare habigi wafamduma thamjare.
Youth for Change Hengang Assembly Constituency boycotts former JDU candidate of Yaskul constituency Taunaujam Brinda and human rights activist Bablu Tongbam from making public speeches. The decision came a day after Meitei Lipul boycotts Brinda and Bablu from public speeches until the crisis in Manipur is resolved. Speaking to media at Luang Sangbam Makhalaikai, Imphal district today, Youth for Change Hengang Assembly Constituency Executive Member Mangsatabam Janista informed that on October 8, a program will be held at Ibudho Kauburu Shrine in Awangpot Sangbam to pay homage to Meitei warriors who had lost their lives in the ongoing ethnic clash. Janista appealed to everyone to take part in it.
Kendra Sida activities or Tabak Thoram Toning Basing Lerebasu Youth for Change Hangang Esida Hana Pau Fawiro Nabagida Magda Kantik number Karapizari Madudi 9863269865 Natraga 9378011345 Amadi 8729942267 Loina Makasa Tazarapoina Madam T.S. Brinda Amasung Sir L. Bablubu Youth for Change Gi Maikaidagi Matam Chupagi boycott Tauzare Maramdi Asuk Luraba Chiraba Tanfam Masida misinterpret Taunaba Amasung Maitei Kunai Sibu Lan Uhanaba Wapankara Tambiba Gidamakta.
Lamlai MLA KH Bomcha called it unfortunate that Meiteis are confronting against one another when Kuki miscreants had stopped firing. MLA Bomcha urged the masses to concentrate on bringing normalcy in the land, resettlement of displaced victims and improving every areas which are affected by unrest in Manipur. The MLA Bomcha today attended a program at Langtho Preromba Laibung Lamlai to discuss what crops are to be cultivated on farmland which have gone wasted due to less rainfall and violence prevailing in the state. Speaking on the occasion, Horticulture Department Additional Director K. Devadatta said the Horticulture Department is likely to lose around 100 crore rupees owing to prevailing unrest and that the department will see major loss this year as there is no possibility to sell the various hill products. On the other hand, Agriculture Director and Gojendro said 11,700 hectares of paddy fields are left unfavorable for cultivation due to violence and scanty of rainfall. He short collective efforts to find an alternative to save these paddy fields. Emily Bomcha informed that government has taken steps to improve the state economy and as part of it, programs were held to discuss what the Agriculture and Horticulture Department could do in Lamlai constituency, which is resided more than 90% of farmers' population. He said steps are also taken to dig tube wells in water scanty affected places of Lamlai Assembly constituency.
Hadaki Sideta, Ima events in a low give a data, government and lobum with the data guy, may have been a low video. Quaggy volunteers in a government and lobum with the Haudaka, low video, Madu Sarkana Zoo, hung the Vanate Hangi, and Huzikti, Kara Intaba, Tatavadula Avenina, Quaver Sendi, Marakta, Onsen, and the Kanana Bogi, and we have to be the Tosi, political party, Amana Amada Saiba, group Amana group Amada Saiba, party Amana party the Saiba, Adu Wargadi, Quimasin, Hanadana Lagadi, Kaidum. Interakadino. Koi Praja Punamana, Atuba Matam the Santi La Popami, and Sigumba Ihumayam said, Layragadi, by Kapam to Watabaxing to Gomena, by Kalapadasu, as over Upper.
Commuters are facing inconveniences owing to incomplete repair work of the road stretch from Sabal Laikai till Laimaram in Nambol constituency. Modern Club Kabo Wakching Secretary Thokchom Prem drew the attention of relevant authorities and government over the matter. Prem said repair of the road from the Laimaram Santi Bazaar till Kabawakching water supply has been completed. However, road stretch from Kabawakching to Sabalaikai till Tidim Road is left incomplete. He complained that people, including students, are having inconveniences while traveling along the road. Prem added relevant authorities were already apprised of the road condition, but no action has been taken so far. He warned that locals of Kabawakching will take stern steps if the road stretch is not repaired within 15th of October.
Hojik Kawak Singi Lambi asi aduki phatre satri sing school chapada akhoi lami chapada nuaitaba adagi cycle chaliba adagi atopa auto sing leiba singsi chaliba singse aduki lami chapada nuaitre leiba ki rang leiragasu akhoi gi lambi sidi khuthathosin tawdaba yadabanina amadi satri singsu hijik chathosin tawribanina gi namon kendra sigi minister su oibiriba lawma center aduga mari lenaba ko department amadi sarkar gi maikaidagi su khoi gi Kawak Sing Now
it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on day-long seminar on rabies in animal and human. We'll be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Get 50 to 90% off on top fashion brands only on Myntra's Big Fashion Festival. Shop now.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime, the English Bulletin. Moving on with our bulletin, Director of Veterinary and Animal Husbandry, Dr. N.G. Botombi, appeals to relevant departments and stakeholders for joint efforts to eradicate rabies from the country by 2030. The Department of Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Services National One Health Program for Prevention and Control of Zoonosis Department of Microbiology, RIMS, and Directorate of Health Services organized a day-long seminar on the topic rabies in animals and humans at Farmers Training Hold in Sanjantong Veterinary Complex today. Speaking on the occasion, Director Ibotombi said rabies are zoonotic disease. It's often caused from bites by infected stray dogs and other wild animals. He said if a person gets infected by rabies and shows symptoms, there is a 100% chance of death. But with post-bite vaccination before the manifestation of symptoms, the infected person can be saved. He recommended people to vaccinate themselves with an anti-rabies vaccine when bitten by unvaccinated animals and also to vaccinate their domesticated animals on a routine basis.
Haribalena se aikoina matam chana huin heksikhewa khangbuga aikoina magi damukta post bite vaccine si tuna ka phorba adu itai lena si relena kanbadiya ba adum kal aduga madeda aikoina section dana hida ka phautraba post bite vaccine si ka phautrabati miyobigi punsi si hekta nomodi soidan heta selai karino habada magi incubation period haba tare mahik si changraga symptom layung ulukpasi matam yamna tenba sulai adu sangba sulai yamna variable loi adubu hui angawanda cheng chikrabadi phajana madu care long the tardy mubidu I am motamda layong thorok tari kan ba sung du pilot koi ge health sector de labor council adagi animal sector hatare veterinary sector de labor sing forest department ki kamu sing local NGO sing panchayati raj ki mu sing adagi municipal council ki urban bodies mayam adagi local bodies mayam khusam nader di koi ge health department katana tobaya ngamdaba veterinary department katana ngamdaba sumo mayam se joint venture oina masi paikhanana ba yamna kan ba khongjang chang du badakar oina maram morga ngasi si koina one day seminar in commemoration with the World Rabies Day, October 3 sida One Health Key Program Makata under the SSO National Disease Control Program Delhi CC seminar se pangtuk chabani.
Also speaking on the occasion, head of RIMS Department of Microbiology, Professor Kuraijam Ranjana, said the seminar was held in connection with World Rabies Day, which falls on September 28 every year, commemorating the birth anniversary of Louis Pasteur, who invented rabies vaccine. She said anti-rabies vaccine are available for free at the health department, the veterinary department and district health facilities. She pointed out that there is a high chance of infected dogs roaming in the open in the wake of the prevailing crisis in Manipur. The professor called upon the health and other relevant departments, NGOs and the public to join hands in preventing rabies infection. During the seminar, experts spoke on topics like scenario of rabies in Manipur, human rabies vaccine, rabies in animals and its prevention and control, state action plan for rabies eradication, etc.
Leibaki irang siga hairagadi rabies sigi matang se mi miyamna khangbiba then si mayamna maru oi hena lojage karigino hairaga akoi Manipur sisu hanagi gumna oidana hujiki stray dog si yam leire aduga whereas rabies haibasidi tasengmagi makti nabu nahragadi kanbangam daba loinamakna 100% mortality leiba laina ama oiba aduga whereas masina vaccine kapthoba taragadi aikoina sa san hui hodong singsida tika se kaptho horaga mi district tika kaptho horaga di masidi preventable oiba aduga karigumba masi nahragadi koi kanbangam daba ama oiba.
Coordinating Committee Against the Action of Chin Cookie Narco-Terrorists and Illegal Immigrants has requested RPI Thwale National Secretary Maheshwar Thalnaujam to join its public meeting on 7th of October. Members of a WhatsApp group who are supporting the efforts put in by Maheshwar Thalnaujam to resolve the Manipur crisis held a press meet at Singjumai Oinang Thingeld today. They appealed to the public to participate in the meeting and pledge for complete destruction of illegal poppy fields and jointly urged the government to resolve Manipur unrest.
Chumba masagadu India Pumada, Hoi Taknabagi the Makta, Lansi Hek Hovagi, India Giton Pumpsing the Chatuna, Hoi Maite have a purpose, Holy Balal, Sida Land, the Havagi, Chap proof people in a man of Honori, but Hongsing Sekuna Tagapam Tui, Loyana, Haying Hangsit Asi, Ahogi 7th October Gitarik Taret, Ayuki Puntrama Tabamatamda, the All Manipur Coordinating Committee Against Chin Cookie Narco-Terrorists and Illegal Immigrants Haiba Committee Asina, Sinja Langsaduna, Ahogi Yamba Mahesor Tonauza Masibu, Akoi invite to Viraga, Mahakna Chalubagi, Waro. Aduga mahaki thamogi paudam loyana Manipur myamna kari frep loba yabage kari suggestion tominabagi yabage habage adumba yam constructive oiba meeting amakak akogi how ground singzamaida October gi tarik 8 ki ayuki pungtra mathoi taba matamda sinjari.
Protests over killing of 2 students continue unabated. Students and teachers of Macha Laima School located in Palace Compound, Imphal, staged a sit-in at their school gate today demanding prompt justice in 2 students' murder case and to recover their bodies. Mairapaibi women of Kairao Bitra Awang Laikai also staged a protest meet at Idulbung Thongkong today demanding recovery of the bodies of the 2 students and a solution to the 5-month-old Manipur conflict. They say the state MLAs and ministers would have left no stone unturned if the 2 students were their own children.
Ani mafam khangtana thawaina potha ohengribase tin cookie terrorist singnani haibase aikhoigi isin inau isa inau singsina loima khangnarba gaktani masidaisda government singna karigi dabakta tumina leithokli bano government gi oiba masa singna sibo eitargadi karino haibato thidaro humdana tawraga hingambasu yai adubu ngasi phawboda masa phawba thiba khangdana tumina leithokpiribase karigi dabaktano athuba mathamda saruda oirabasu puthokpiyu adu natrabadi aikhoigi maira paibina su tumina su
Mairapaibi Women and YBC Club of Hairog also staged a sit-in at the Ngaro-Theld Laikai ground today. The women folk warns of the 3rd Nupilal movement if the government failed to deliver justice to the 2 deceased students and recover their bodies at the earliest. Separate press release from Scheduled Tribe Demand Committee of Manipur STDCM and Ningomthong Sairom Leirak Women's Welfare Association condemned brutal killing of 2 students and also conveyed condolences over the demise of a prominent Mairapaibi leader Longjamb Memchobe. Management Committee, teaching, non-teaching staff and students of Amutombi Divine Live English School, Wabagai Lamkai, observe a 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the 2 students who were killed by armed cookies. During the condolence meet, they also demanded punishment for the culprits. Members of Tokchom Leka Youth Club in Merapaibi Looped organized a sit-in at Community Hall of Hairo Part 2 Tokchom Leka, protesting against the killing of 2 students and demanding justice. Protesters chanted slogans demanding punishment for culprits. They also condoled the demise of Ima Longjam Memchobi, former president of Poire Lemerod Apunba Merapaibi Loop. Seeking peace and normalcy in the state, all the Kwatha Youth's voluntary organization to organize a bike rally from Kwatha Bazaar to Moirang Lamkai. The peace bike rally was held under the aegis of Amuko. During the rally, participants displayed placards demanding government to promptly resolve peace and giving message that no outsiders will be allowed to enter Kwakta without AKYVO's approval. Kairak Merapaibi Looped Kairak United Development Association IYC Club and people of Kairak have extended financial helps to Samurai Latpam Satyam from the Kairak Mamang Lekai, who is undergoing treatment for bullet wounds which he sustained during scuffle with Assam rifle at Laima Chingjil Palil. Director of Jawaharlal Nehru Dance Academy, P. Bilash, donated his 1-month salary to Governor's Relief Fund for Violence Victims. He called on Governor Anushya Uiki at Raj Bhavan and handed over 1,04,498 rupees today. Fourteen eminent personalities from various fields were present at Mount Manipur National Awards 2023 yesterday as a part of a week-long event organized by Dalit Sahitya Academy Manipur in memory of those freedom fighters of Manipur who were exiled to Andaman and Nicobar Islands during the British regime. Andaman and Nicobar Port Bailier Protocoled in charge J. Sesha Giri, Protocol Assistant K. Ganesh and Varatiya Dalit Sahitya Academy India National Secretary Dr. Y. Mahindra Kumar graced the event held at Mount Manipur Circuit housed Hoda in the Port Bailier. The week-long event, which began on October 4, will continue till October 10. R.K. Maipakshana Journalist Fellowship, which is sponsored by R.K. Maipakshana Memorial Trust annually, will be presented to Kakching Tabam Gunachandra, who is a columnist of Naharolgi Thogdang newspaper. The fellowship will be presented on October 11th on the occasion of 99th birth anniversary of R.K. Maipakshana, which is to be held at Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy, Imphal. The fellowship carries a monthly stipend of Rs 3,000. First induction program for students of Odisha College in the Kangpokpi Oasis College in Kangpokpi district's Kaithel Manbi was held today at the college auditorium. Oasis College is run by INP Educational Trust under the aegis of Cookie Research Forum. Speaking on the occasion, Chairman of INP Educational Trust Dr. Thatang Vaifei highlighted the importance of students in the field of education. Members of the Committee on the Tribal Unity, Sadar Hills Private Schools Association, KSO TSA, attended the function. Cash prizes, mementos and certificates were distributed to students emerge as winners in painting competition on a garbage-free India organized by PHE Division Thoubal on October 1 in connection with Swachhata Hi Seva campaign. DC Thoubal, Ahanthem Subhash and PHE Thoubal Division Executive Engineer Athopam Borund handed over the prizes to winners during the program held at the conference hall of DC Thoubal. Vishnupur Forest Division organized an awareness cum prize distribution program as part of a 69th Wildlife Week 2023 on the theme of Wildlife or Pride at Vishnupur District, Kiamba, Ningxing, Sanglen today. Vishnupur District Commissioner Laurembam Vikas, DFO Vishnupur, Dr. Rebecca Soibam Chanu, Vishnupur SP K Megachandra were among the eminent persons who graced the program. Cash awards and citations were presented to wildlife activists, wildlife rescuers, including Dr. H. Romand, Anish Ahmad, I. Ibomcha and NGOs working on wildlife-related activities. Prizes were also distributed to winners of painting, slogan drawing competition and also to winners of a competition which was participated by displaced students. Apunba Irei Paki Mahiroi Shing Panglub Ames will organize the 9th state level Lamyan Bahijam Irawat Ningsing Sport Painting and Essay Writing Competitions 2023 this Sunday. That is October 8 at Imphal College. Now the news from the world of sports. In the ongoing 19 Hangzhou Asian Games 2023, India's women Regu Sepak Takraw team won a historic bronze medal. The Indian team faced a tough opponent in Thailand in the semi-final and went down to 10-21, 13-21. Nevertheless, secured the bronze medal by making it to the semi-finals. The bronze medal winning Indian women's team consisted of 4 players from Manipur. Ayakpam Maipak, Oinam Chauba, Ilangbam Priya and Ilangbam Lairen Tombi. Meanwhile, in men's hockey, India clinched the gold medal by beating Japan 5-1 in the final match which was played today. The Indian team consisting of Manipur's Nilakanta Sharma put up a dominating play to clinch the gold medal. Hockey Union Larikyengbam Laikai expressed happiness over the selection of 2 hockey players from Manipur among 20 players from India's men's sub-junior team for upcoming Netherlands Tour Test Series hockey scheduled for October 9 to 16. One among the 2 Manipuri hockey players is Adhikari Mayum Suresh Sharma alias Aigyam Macha from the Union. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin. Before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. High Court directs Manipur Chief Secretary to submit reports within 1 week as to what action has been taken for providing immediate relief to injured students and others during recent security crackdown. Chief Minister Nongtomam Bireen launches rejuvenation of Lamphel-Pat water body and integrated sewage system for cities of Imphal Phase 2 projects. Chief Minister Nongtomam Bireen inaugurates first in Northeast Institute of Driving Training and Research Center at Top Dussehra in Imphal District. Meitei Christians claim Kuki Christians vandalized 259 Meitei churches and around 200 houses of Meitei Christians in prevailing violence which erupted on May 3. Universal Mothers Organization UMO demands both ruling and opposition parties in Manipur to unite within 10 days to restore peace and normalcy in Manipur at the earliest. And in ongoing 19 Hangzhou Asian Games 2023 men's hockey, India clinches gold after defeating Japan 5-1 in final match. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. In the meantime, have a great evening and always stay safe.